Good morning. Thanks for joining us on our morning prayer walk. We're at Hidden Falls studying the Gospel of Matthew chapter 2. The question comes up, why did the Wisemen travel 500 miles to Jerusalem? What was their motivation? In most of our lives, we struggle with priorities. We have so much to do. I struggle every week with too much on my plate, and I'm trying to figure out what's the most important thing I want to get done today. Knowing where you're going, knowing your motivation, and establishing clear priorities is a key to success in anything. And that's the story of Matthew chapter 2. The wise men were on a mission. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, what motivated the wise men to go to Jerusalem? And number one, it was in search of King Jesus. Beautiful. Number one, the priority is to search for King Jesus. And then that motivation that would cause them to make all kinds of sacrifices to travel 500 plus miles between 1, 2, 3 months of time was to honor and to worship King Jesus. During this Christmas season people are going to get confused. They're going to forget their priorities. They're going to forget the reason for the season. You see, what the story in Matthew chapter 2 is all about is that the wise men knew who they were, they knew where they were going, and they knew not to be distracted by all the things that come into their lives. They had their priorities straight. Can you imagine traveling 500 miles on a dirt road? We're up in Auburn today, and David and I are hiking to Hidden Falls. And one of the reasons why I wanted to get here was to remind myself of what those men went through getting to Jerusalem. So many cities that they would go through, small villages. They would go across rivers and creeks. They would go over mountains. They would go across valleys. But they never became distracted. Why? Because they were on a mission to see and find King Jesus. Secondly, they were on a mission to honor and worship the Lord. What a way to begin Christmas season, saying, I'm here and I'm moving towards Christmas Day with a passion to worship and to honor Christ. That's my prayer for you. That you know who you are, that you know where you're going, and that you, like the wise men, have your priorities in sequence, in order. You be blessed today as you begin to read and study with me this week, Matthew chapter 2, the story of the wise men.